Hagen from the garden. It's Christina from Sunshine and Flora. So we're in the second week of August and you can see the garden is flourishing. I have been harvesting so many flowers and I apologize. It's been a while since I've actually done a video for you guys. And I thought it is definitely time for me to hop on here and give you guys a few updates. So today I want to do just a short walk around the entire garden and show you what is blooming the second week of August. If you are new to my channel, I grow cut flowers in Zone 5A in Northwest Iowa. My garden is an urban garden. It is located downtown, right in between a couple of buildings that I own. And also we have been developing the parking lot into extra growth space. I don't need that big of a parking lot, so I might as well turn it into a garden. But anyway, I sell my blooms at our local farmers market every week by special order, and we are currently developing one of the buildings as a retail space that I hope to open later this fall. Anyway, let's start walking around the garden and I will show you what is in bloom that I have been using for bouquets. So the first area I'm going to walk you around is my fenced-in garden, which is right between the two buildings I own. So the first thing in the corner of this garden is actually a filler that I have been using, and this is mountain mint. This patch is almost picked over. In fact, I need to come through and deadhead it, but I have been picking off of this for weeks and it is absolutely amazing. It also has come back as a perennial in my garden. So walking down through this bed of the garden, this is my status patch, and I have been picking status for numerous weeks here, and I apologize. I hope it is easy for you guys to see everything. It's pretty bright out today. Status is a really great accent flower and filler for me. I have a lot of the blue color, the white, and some apricot. But status blooms all season long for me, and I use it every single week in bouquets. This is probably one of my favorite views in the garden. This is my garden bed that's filled with the Sahara Rudbeckia. I've been harvesting off of these for a couple weeks, but gosh, this week, this whole entire patch really filled out. I cut a whole entire bucket of blooms from this area last night, and you can't even tell. Isn't it just the prettiest? Now the center of the garden is my dahlia patch. I have 108 plants planted here to be exact, and I just started harvesting the first dahlias of the season this week. This is a variety called Rose Toscano. Super pretty. This plant got away from me a little bit and I need to come in and deadhead it because these are clearly too far gone. But this is a variety called Sylvia. Hugely productive. Looks like I have a few foxy lady that are just starting to bloom. I would say within a couple weeks, this entire patch will be exploding and I will make sure to film an entire dahlia tour. One of the flowers that I harvest all season long are zinnias. This is a very tiny patch of zinnias that I just fit in between my dahlias and my snapdragons, and they are starting to bloom. These are some Flora varieties, and I apologize, with this patch I didn't write down what order I planted them in, so I'm not sure what they are, but they're looking absolutely beautiful. Let's actually go walk through another zinnia patch and I can tell you every single variety. On the way, we're going to stop to look at this Fama pincushion flower. This is the Fama Blue, and if we pan over, I also have the Fama White that I have been harvesting. These also are a perennial in my area. Now this zinnia patch is looking a little thinner than normal, and if you saw one of my recent videos, I had some big time storm damage in this patch, so I had to really cut a lot out. They are starting to flush some new growth and should rebound, but until then, I gave them a really good dose of fertilizer this morning. I bet in a couple weeks this is nice and full again, but let's just walk through it and I can point out some varieties to you guys. This is the Bennery's Giant Purple, always one of my favorites. And then panning over from that, I'll shade it so you guys can see a little better. These are some of the Dawn Creek mix that I purchased. I'm not always a big fan of the cactus varieties, but these blush colors are really, really pretty. This year I planted quite a few plants of the Bennery's Giant White. Sorry, it's a little bit windy. I hope you guys can see that okay. I didn't grow the white last year and I actually missed it, and so I'm really enjoying having it this year. Another variety that I planted that I'm really enjoying is the Oklahoma Salmon. These are so cute. They are littler in size than normal, but gosh, they just really fit into bouquets nicely. And they seem to be very, very productive. And then next to the Oklahoma Salmon is the Oklahoma White. These I absolutely love. I'm gonna have to plant these every single year. And then next to that, I have the Queen Lime Orange, which is very pretty color. Finishing out the row are some more of the Bennery's Giant Purple. So here's a view at my other zinnia patch. This one looks much healthier and I have a lot of great varieties in here. So just zooming in on the first one. This is the Bennery's Giant Salmon. Most of these are Bennery's Giants and I have a lot of fall colors in here. This is the Oklahoma Ivory. This year I planted a few of the Cresto series and I have to say I'm not really a fan. They're not doing really well for me. This is the Bennery's Giant Wine. And next to that, if we keep moving, this is the Bennery's Giant Deep Red. These are really great fall colors. And then of course I have to have the Bennery's Giant Orange. More of the deep red. And as we keep going, then we hit the golden yellow. And then more of the salmon. Now, as far as celosia goes, this is the Flamingo Feather Celosia. It is almost ready to harvest. I actually love drying this one almost better than I love harvesting it fresh because it turns a really beautiful cream color. And then here's my tiny little patch of Gomphrena, which I think will be ready to harvest next week. Then for accent flowers, which my camera's having a little bit of a hard time focusing, these are Craspedia or Billy Buttons. These are so cute in bouquets. If you have never tried them, I highly recommend it. And then as we pan over, you'll see this beautiful purple color. This is all Ageratum. I have been harvesting this like crazy. This is the Tall Blue Planet variety. I absolutely love it. Now we are in the hoop house where I have a few more zinnia varieties. This is Alpenglow, and isn't this beautiful? One more look at another Alpenglow. And the snapdragons that I'm currently harvesting are all here in the hoop house. These are the Potomac variety. These are almost done, and I have a brand new crop that should be ready very soon out in the garden. So the last area I've been harvesting from a little bit, this is my Mahogany Splendor Hibiscus. I'm pretty much letting this go till fall. I've really started harvesting from my Cosmos, especially these cupcake ones, which look sad right now. I harvested all the good ones out earlier. But my Amaranth, look at how pretty these are. And the brown ones are just starting. That's the grocery store parking lot across the street. Hopefully this fall I have a fence there, so you can't see any of that. But I harvested that Amaranth. This is Celosia, not ready yet. And then this. This is a sunflower patch that got hit by the wind, but I have been harvesting as much as possible. The next sunflower patch looks much better than this and should be ready in about a week or two. Okay, so that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this very quick walk around the garden, and stay tuned for a lot more this growing season. I hope to have a lot more content put together for you guys soon. I really would like to film more bouquet making videos for you guys, show you my market setup, do another full garden tour, and getting ready for fall. I have plugs coming and all kinds of things. And I probably should give you an update on the retail space. So anyway, stay tuned for all of that, and we will see you soon.